At long last, South African under-21 players get a chance to show their talents as we join you for this interprovincial under-21 tournament, which will endure through the month of October. The first game is Western Province under-21 against last year's champions, the Blue Bulls, and Western Province, the runners-up. So it should be a very closely contested and good affair. The Emirates Airline Park looking in pristine condition. Of course, they haven't had an awful lot of traffic on it for obvious reasons, and it will be interesting to see how these two sides gel, as they've only very recently been able to have contact practice. I'm joined today in commentary with expert opinion by Gabani Bobo. Hello, Gabani.
Oh, good afternoon, Akuyo. It's so good to be back to see this youth and full talent and exuberance that's going to be displayed out here. Lots of talented players who've been earmarked into the elite programming of South Africa. The temperatures are good for us. I think it's a beautiful day. It's a pity that we don't have the ambience of the crowd to come and really share this experience with us, but I know you'll be watching it in all of those places where you can link with us on dstv.com, on the app, and on YouTube. But this should be an exciting game. Defending champions, the Bulls team loaded with players that have captained and have played for the SA Under-20 ASA schools, and a lot of promising youngsters in the Western Province side.
Well, there the Western Province side is. They will be captained by Marcel Tunison, the number 7 flank forward. And as Bobs was saying, a whole host of Craven Week South African under-20 players. One thinks of this year and the unfortunate situation that under-20 players have lost the opportunity of playing in the World Championship, and so much to play for now in the remaining months of under-21 competition. Quite interesting. I was looking back, in the old days. You played under 19 and then you went into opens.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about then they changed it to under 20, and after under 20 you went into opens. And so these guys have had this extra year to develop develop their skills and their strengths, and not been cast in amongst as a 19-year-old in amongst 30-year-old players.
Oh, thrown in the deep end.
Ever, of course, just 18 years old. Jan Hendrik Wessels, who played last week in the games, in the game at Loftus Versfeld, has been really highly rated. Ruben Beitel, the fly half, who is a Neergia Janssen scholar, who gave up actually South African rugby camp to play for his school, which was great spirit. But otherwise, both packs not only littered with enormous talent, but enormous size as well. When you look at some of the sizes of these youngsters, you think, golly, they are really enormous.
It's a different setup nowadays, with so many teams being so professional, even the schools taking on to that leap of making sure these players have the physical condition to match up and play at the highest level. It's going to be interesting to see how this Bull side really stamps their authority with this massive pack. Jan Hendrik Wessels, you said it again, a highly talented player, one of the future, and he's already had the chance to play against the senior players in the Super Saturday last weekend.
So it is Yaku Labaskachny who leads the Blue Bulls side out. And so, the competition as ever. The Blue Bulls, the North against South. And how many times have these two sides or two provinces not played against one another in Currie Cup finals over the 100 and something years that the Currie Cup has been going? So it will be closely contested. We'll just see how quickly they settle down both sides as to the adrenaline is pumping and the euphoria of playing again at provincial under-21 level.
I think
so the Blue Bulls just having their quiet moment before kick-off, and we await the appearance of the DHL Western Province under-21 side.
Hayden Krupe is the coach who'll be looking after these young men. He's been analyst for the sides of Blues senior teams. So he'll be looking for that cohesion. He'll be looking for his players to really set up a great platform. They've got talented backs which will love to get onto this field. It's pristine conditions. You mentioned showroom condition. I mean, this is where you want to play rugby, one of the favorite stadiums across the world.
So the Blue Bulls side, where we saw Stravina Jacobs playing last week, he's quick, he's powerful, and the big question is, will he get enough ball to show his paces? Be interesting to see the pattern of play by both sides. We've seen quite a lot of games where the scrum half does a lot of kicking and pressure and chase and pressure, and it will be interesting to see the tactics that they employ, these two sides, with Hayden Groepies and Jerome Parwater, who in his own right was a provincial rugby player.
And a man who's been in the Western Province setup for years as a player in the 1980s and has coached this under 20 and junior ranks of Western Province. He knows the mental of the players. He will be the one who will be looking to make sure that these players come here and really express themselves, although at the moment a bit of mind games as the Bulls are on the field.
Well, we'll see. We're awaiting the introduction of the Western Province side.
Oh, that's a bench that is just coming out, taking on to the field.
We'll probably see quite a few replacements as the time goes by. But remember, this is a mini interprovincial tournament, which I say will take place every 4 days. And here indeed is the Western Province side. Marcel Tunison at the top of screen there, the captain. He's the number 7 flank forward. Looks like he's about 1.99 meters and 115 Ks.
No, these boys nowadays, they really come up and they hit the straps running.
So the referee today, Griffin Colby, gets the first of the games on the go. Well, it's in fact a well-weighted and well-lofted kickoff, putting the Bulls under pressure immediately, but it was well fielded there by Mouton. Coming quite slowly for Mulder.
Well, they'll be very comfortable, and a promising exit play from them, bringing the ball onto the field so they can create that space for Mulder to find the touchline, especially inside your 22. It's important to get that ball out. And then now will be his forwards who will be putting the pressure onto Western Province, who've got an attacking line out just inside the half.
Jason Alexander to feed the line out. And it's a ball that didn't go in straight, so just one of those technical errors that happens early season and very early game as they restart the competition of playing at this level.
Rebooting them with no game time leading up to this game, so cohesion will take a bit of time to get it and fluidity. Let's see how the Bulls sort of respond from getting an opportunity against the run of play, which is a ball for Western Province on their attack. And they seem to have set up themselves pretty well.
Well, they're two big packs of forwards, and there's a lot of pressure going on in that area. The referee just saying the scrum went up, and so they will re-scrum. Jan-Hendrik Wessels up against Danre Degenaar on this side of the scrum, in the front row.
Already you can see the contest between the two sides. First scrum unsettled by Western Province. All 8 with their feet on the ground, not having to hook. With the Bulls having to take that pressure.
Good. Not stable. Not stable. Stability.
Quickly taken by the Bulls, and strung and running through midfield there as they get into the Province half for the first time, and the continuity is good as Mulder waits delivery of the ball, and just the pressure winning the Blue Bulls that penalty.
A very promising start for the Bulls, getting momentum and getting over the gain line. The quick tap shows the intent that they really want to play.
Number 8 can't decide for life.
Players have to roll away. This tackle was made on William Stenkamp,
No stability from your tight
and his opposite, Johannes Groos, not rolling away. You have to give clear daylight. And gives an opportunity now for Betel to have a shot at the post.
And just missing on the left side of the uprights. So it will be Mostert to restart. Creel.
Work blue.
Just that's a well lofted kick by Betel.
Advantage knock on blue. Advantage over.
Work here for Jacobs. Betel. Well, it's good cover by the fly half, and a good clearance kick. Really good kick by the Bulls fly half.
Well, he wins against competition there, of really taking his team to the front foot, but putting him back into the half of Western Province. Betel, who stuck up the up and under, and Creel was the one who was putting the pressure, which then made him give him a chance to survey the back field, which why he fielded that ball. Great kick, great exit for him.
Good control at the front of the line out there by Province. Well, it might have just been a bit of sun in Jacobs' eyes.
12 o'clock, sun
good,
right
good,
into his eyes.
Hoist by Rose, the scrum half of Western Province.
It was a great kick from Rose. Enough time for the chasers to put the pressure. Jacobs taking off his eyes off the ball.
Little instruction from Vessels for Joe van Zyl, the Blue Bulls hooker. Good line out take by Jordan van Dijk.
It's your own player falling down.
Well, they've managed to get a little bit of a momentum going forward. Mulder. Good continuity there by Jordan van Dijk again.
You have it, Leon, you have it.
Turnover ball.
Yeah, not rolling away, says the referee. Also side entry.
Great steal.
Mostert. Oh, that's a lovely ball at the back of the line out. Gives Western Province a chance to have room, and their maul is good as well. Moving up to the Bulls 22-meter line. Coming out nicely for Rose. Good line of defense by the Blue Bulls. Quickly taken by Rose. But the referee has his arm out. Rose again. A little bit of a misunderstanding there as to who was going to receive that ball, but they'll go back for the penalty. Rose winning his team an extra 10 meters by the quick take there.
Anticipated well there, Rose, knowing that they do have the momentum playing on the right side of the field. He could chance his armor, and he did. And in that way, it gives a chance now for Mostert to line up for his first shot at post.
Thank you.
But a well-set driving maul by Western Province, taking the ball at the back of the line. That was the most difficult ball for the hooker, and it just gives you such a great attacking impetus as you can play towards the post much easier and attacking the loose forwards of the Bulls. That's when they got that momentum from that driving maul.
Well, Mostert actually had time there to replace the ball.
Yeah.
Interesting situation. If it had been a conversion, then he would have had to done exactly what he did there.
Yeah.
But he could have replaced the ball if he had looked at the referee and said, do I still have time? Because the Bulls weren't allowed to chase that kick down,
Yeah.
having been a penalty. So perhaps a little bit of inexperience by Mostert there. And that's going to be too long, so they'll go all the way back to the Bulls 22-meter line for the line out.
Yeah, both teams really trying to settle down in this game.
In fact, they'll scrum down in the middle of the field, so it's an ideal field position for Western Province. They need to hold that scrum steady. It's a power Blue Bulls pack.
Support your body weight.
It's been great competition from the start, so the two sides really putting pressure on. Bulls now without the ball, the forward pack will really be upping the ante here, trying to upset the momentum of the attacking side, which is Western Province, who've got a great opportunity to mention. Both sides they can attack the field, and they've loaded them up. Lots of space to be exploited there.
Well, they are trying to put the pressure on, are the Bulls. Bit of an early shove there.
Right, Anna. Blue. Front row, set and steady, okay?
The
Set and steady,
referee
don't
just
chase, okay?
giving the Blue Bulls pack a bit of a lecture about shoving early.
Jan Hendrik really trying to take on his player. Vessels there. He's up against Diegenaar. Tight hit for Western Province. Dandre.
Fine.
Interesting lineup behind the Province scrum with Kamlashe, the full-back, right behind his fly half. Now he looks like he could be the no. He's not the first receiver. That's a nice little inside-outside run there.
Advantage.
Coming quickly for Rose. Continuity good. But again, look at that line of Bulls defenders. They're very well organised. Province taking it back to where their power is, and the forwards to recycle that ball. Rose, nice little ball on the inside. Province looking promising here. Rose again, quick distribution is good on the inside. Nice little double around. Very
Goal tackler.
snappy handling there by Province. Now it's with Bleela, the loose head prop. Rose gets again, comes for Tiernerson. Inside the Bulls 5-meter line now. And how did that come out? Obviously, hands in.
Yeah, long arm of the law, stuck up by Mr. Colby, the referee.
Well, good continuity and pressure there by Western Province. They just upped the pace a bit.
It was good to see them putting their phases together and the players making the right decisions to keep the ball alive. And the doubling up and backing up of the player, Mostert looping around Kamlashe, just to create those phase play. Tina's got hit strong and hard by Jan-Hendrik Wessels. But now the players, two players over the ball from opposition, and can't be allowed to use your hands in that ruck.
The next game is between the Lions and the Free State Cheetahs, with the South Sea Sharks having a bye today. Those are the 5 provinces that will contest this mini under-21 competition. More accurate by Mostert, and the first score of the game.
It's a good reward for Western Province. They've been camped into the half of the Blue Bulls, and they finally get the reward of putting points onto the scoreboard. It's a chance now for the Bulls to see the other side of the field.
Well, that could roll over the dead ball line. No, it doesn't quite.
Captain, choice. What do you want, Captain? Scrum, red kick. Scrum.
No, they do have a choice of taking that.
Yeah, they'll go back for the scrum in the middle of the field. It went into the in goal area without being touched by a province player.
And they could have gone for a 22 dropout if they wanted to. But this is a much more promising position to be at. Halfway line.
Stay down as well, okay? Push straight forward, yeah.
You can put the pressure back to the Bulls who have conceded points.
Yeah. Gotta get that shoulder.
And again, it's a middle scrum. The same setup for Western Province. Mostert and Kamlashe right behind that scrum. They can choose either side to attack. All depends on the alignment of the Blue Bulls' defensive players.
Coach! Point! You gotta get a longer bind, please, okay? Bind is back, yeah. Yep, just sit left of him, okay? Thank you.
Still trying to settle down in the scrums.
Get a nice line, long bound, okay?
Locks in!
Coach!
Sit!
Bind! Sit!
Bulls with the pressure.
Huge pressure by the Bulls. But a great shout of triumph from the Bulls pack. And the backs also run into high five and congratulate, and a lot of psychology involved in that sort of situation where they get the upper hand in a scrum.
Most of the time, it's the toss of the coin who gets that penalty. The backs don't know much. They just come in to congratulate the penalty.
Touch finder by Ruben Beitel.
But this is great strength. Look at the work that it's done here by Jan-Hendrik Wessels. How he gets right inside his tight head, and the work, the traction off the ground from him, and then add on the pressure pack.
Okay?
Really working well. All 8 committed to the ball, and they get a turnover and good field advantage.
Taken by Haupt.
Move! Go back, right.
Working hard there is
7 white.
Labuskakny as well. As the Bulls get the maul on the roll, it's almost unstoppable, this maul. Still with the momentum, just short.
Short! You were short. No, you were short first.
There's good word line-out work there by Janku Swanepoel, who is a product of the Western Cape, went to Stellenberg, played Craven Week for Western Province.
This is great work from the Bulls pack. You felt that they needed to be much more patient in that way. They had the momentum. The only way Western Province could have affected that was to go and try and do an illegal play. Not reaching to the try line just before, but the team with momentum is the Bulls, which why they get the scrum 5 meters out, and an opportunity for them to convert this field position.
Well, there's a good opportunity with their power here for them to even win a penalty try if they get that Province pack going backwards.
Crouch! Point! Sit!
Already they're applying the pressure, the Bulls, and the referee says, let's re-scrum.
They have to be careful, the Bulls here.
No, listen.
Nothing,
Listen, White.
don't need to jump the gun. They know they do have the
Listen, you guys
power.
gotta take the
They've
heat,
shown
okay?
it.
Take the heat and
Just
stay steady. Stay
Be
strong.
much more
You can't-
patient will be
Listen,
key
you
for
can go
them.
back.
They
Please,
have to
okay.
convert
Thank you.
this pressure they have
Lou.
put on to Western
Wait to the
Province.
ball, okay? Janas, wait to the ball.
Just see
I
Diego
understand. Wait to the ball. Wait to
Apollos,
the ball first.
number 13 there, South African schools player, product of Garsfontein.
On Bulls. Yeah. Bulls, let's go. Op die hips. Yes. Locks in. Hips. Nee, als moet dat.
Crouch!
Set.
Point! Sit!
Steenkamp at number 8 has a job to do here. Looks like, well, it will come from Mulder. Quick service again from Mulder. And they're doubling around in numbers here are the Bulls. Very difficult for them to stop it here, Western Province. Beautiful ball on the outside. And an easy try for Stravina Jacobs.
With 19 minutes gone, the Blue Bulls get onto the scoreboard with some great set that they played. A well-structured try, playing around the corner and getting over the gain line, dominant on their ball carries. And that created lots of space on the quick ball. Stravina kept his width, which is good for the winger. Just patience to get that ball over to the try line. And good conversion of pressure from the Blue Bulls. Really will be happy with the way the set play was done. Heading it twice and then finding the space on the outside. Coach's manual.
Ruben Batel with the conversion attempt. Oh, it's a good strike. It's curving in beautifully. Lovely conversion by the Bulls fly half.
20 minutes gone. Water break. It is a sweltering heat out there for the youngsters. But what work from the Bulls team. Willem Steenkamp getting over the gain line again with a challenging line was Apollos. This is great work. Making the right decision. Putting the ball into space. Great patience from the winger. Jacobs keeping his width and passes in front of the man. Simple, well executed play.
Well,
Everyone
the
doing their
Bulls
task.
will be very happy with that period of play. After Western Province went into the lead by 3 points to 0, but we see one of the problems for Province is going to be if there are enough scrums in this game that they are outgunned at scrum time. And so often, Bobs, that's where the pressure comes.
And it's true, and you could even see with their driving mold, set piece play from the Bulls has been very strong, and it's difficult for all the players who outside the tight five to really get themselves into the game, because most of the time you're on the back foot, you're on your heels, you're not really getting that momentum, and it does sway the mind of the referee too, because he knows the team that's got the momentum favorable for them, and tendency is that you really have to clutch straws. But they'll be happy how they started. I thought in the first 13 minutes of this game, they had the field position that they needed, and they showed that they will put some phases on. It'll be interesting to see now how the coaches sort of assess that first 20 minutes, how they can give themselves a chance and opportunity. But this Bull side looking formidable with their pack.
Yeah, the other thing that the scrum half, Rose, will have to get that ball into the scrum as quickly as possible. Once the referee has said set, Hooker's got to strike and the ball must go in, so that the Bulls don't have time to settle the power from their, particularly their front five. You look at a guy like Jordan van Dijk,
Yeah.
who's a very, very tall lock forward, outstanding in the line out. Swanepoel as well. And also they've used Labuschagne in the line out to good effect as well.
Now they have to really box clever now. I have to put the smoke in the mirrors, really get that ball outside to their backs, make sure that they stretch this massive pack from the Bulls and create mismatches.
Yeah, it is a case of possible change in tactics. If they had a different tactic in mind, they might have to change now. As you see, the Bulls are well coordinated as they charge forward, win yet another penalty from applying the pressure.
And it's a clever play because they brought the ball straight away from the touchline. In that way, they can create a bit of space for the clearing kick, but they get a penalty. Talk about momentum swing here, and it has happened with that try. Now things seem to favor the Blue Bulls.
You know, it was
well-structured play.
good work by Gershwin Mutana as well. So often you see a side who receive a kickoff and immediately having scored, they make an error. That time there was no error whatsoever as they set it up with great precision.
Yeah, it was a great challenging line from Steenkamp again, the 8th man.
Again, watch for number 4, number 5 going up that tremendous line out forwards in mid line out there, but it's been taken away by the Western Province. Good play by them. And winning a penalty. So also competing well at ruck time.
It's good to see Western Province. They really reacted well on that ball that they turned over from that line out. Overthrow from the Blue Bulls. A bit of subtlety in the plays from the lock. As I mentioned, Jordan van Dijk. He's the one who sort of offloaded that ball into space for his captain. It's Simon Miller, beg your pardon, from Western Province. It's in front of the post, yeah. High altitude sort of helps of these coastal boys.
Well, it's beautiful as we move into the afternoon now here in Johannesburg. No wind at all. And Mostert is accurate straight downfield.
Well, there's 2 penalties from Western Province just to make sure they stay up with the scoreboard. Scoreboard pressure is one of those things that works into players' psyche. And they become desperate and they get off the plan. But by just chipping away on that scoreboard pressure gives them a bit of confidence and resolve.
Well, tremendous run through there for the Bulls and for Western Province, should I say.
All backwards. The goal.
Angela Davids, Blitzbock.
Rose, Mostert, good hands by Mostert there. Getting it good and wide as de Klerk takes it a little infield. That was clever play to keep the continuity going. Good ball coming for Rose. Mostert, lovely little pass away there. Little run forward by Jason Alexander. Now it's Rose again. Saw a little bit of an opening.
No, balls, no.
For Tunison out on the far side. Now they need to keep control of that ball. Up to the Bulls at 22-meter area. Oh, good pick up and go, and the ball on the inside is good, very nearly there, but unfortunately hands letting them down.
Well, a bit of trouble for Western Province outside centre de Klerk, who laid down after he took the ball in with good straightening off the line so that he can create the space on the outside. Marcel Tien is the captain of Western Province, just making endless yards. Miller does well here. Look at the support from the crafty Rose again, trying to keep the ball alive.
Yeah,
pity and knock
you
on.
look at that again, Bobs, and you sort of think perhaps Miller would be better to have taken that ball to ground. It was a sort of 50-50 pass.
Yeah,
But again, in his defence, right on the attack, wanted to keep the momentum going.
and it's a youth exuberance where everyone really wants to make sure they can play that high percentage game, but what you really do need is to sustain the pressure and be patient, and that way you can take the opportunity. This is de Klerk, who's
Well, this would be unfortunate for Jean-Ray de Klerk.
a bit uncomfortable. You can see that shoulder maybe landed on it, and pressure of other players who tackled him. He has to make his way off as is replaced. In the Western Province side.
Well, we have on the bench Cade Wallater,
Yeah,
who played in yesterday's game in Cape Town. Haven't seen who's come onto the field yet, Bobs.
nah, some of the young players, hopefully we get a bit of
Come back
feedback from who has replaced them there.
Fine.
He's wearing number 25 jersey. Now, the numbers and the names that they gave us all go up to 23.
No. Right advantage. Back to offside.
Well,
back
once
offside.
again, the Bulls winning the penalty from good close quarters play. Betel.
White on the line. Line is yours. Ten. No!
Well, look at that. Once again on the move are the Blue Bulls.
No!
Province defence is having to double around the whole time. Desperate attempt to
Stop!
stem the maul.
No, leave it for.
Mulder. They use their forwards to good effect to the Bulls in that situation, but then the ball ripped away. And a good turnover by Western Province.
Well, you could see the blueprint of a Jake White's influence, union and a franchise. Set piece very strong, and the driving maul really coming into his fold now. Western Province scrambling into his Asperling, who ripped the ball out, and it got a turnover and then just transferred the pressure back onto the Blue Bulls, taking him back inside the 22. Now they have to look at how they can exit from here. But we've seen the ball carrying ability seeming to be getting over the gain line at will.
Yep. Just stay in the 50. Yeah. Until the line is over.
Well, the Western Province replacement centres come on in the number 25 jersey. Unfortunately, we don't have a 25 player. That's a good player gained by Labuskakni. They use him to good effect in the line out. Taking it into
Inside.
midfield, Mulder, and plenty of time for Betel to make a good clearance.
Go.
Efficient play by the Bulls.
Brilliant fundamentals from the Bulls, making sure that they get over the gain line, bring it onto the midfield, gives enough time and space for Betel to find his touchline. Onto the short side off his right foot on the right touchline. No panic, everyone sticking to their task and recycling the ball efficiently.
taken by Tjernison. Mostert. Rose, not the greatest pass, unfortunately.
Asking a lot there for Bueller. He really got on his toes and picked that one up with man advancing towards him.
Good, thank you. Yes, keep it like
No,
that.
that's the accuracy that you need, and you can see these players not much
Sit
game
steady.
time, but
I'm gonna go next time if you don't
they'll
do
be
it.
comfortable the way that they've settled in. I think the phase play is good.
They're almost good.
There's
Keep it like that.
contest in every single possible facet of the game, and things are starting to really start as a competition.
Knocks in.
And the scrums and set piece has been a difficult one for Western Province.
Good.
Bulls with the upper hand in this set piece.
No, number
Well, we
one.
have it on
You're
good
in the
authority
angle.
that it is Jalan Wagner who is on the field in that centre position, replacing de Klerk.
Move to find a better location, get some traction on the ground. Some in the field to be taking a bit of strain. It's been rested for the last 6 months.
It was a very interesting thing where they had problems with the depth of the roots going down. You know, there's a spring underneath the Emirates Airline Park, and so the roots get lazy and they don't dig for water. And that's one of the problems why they've had problems with the turf churning up. Mulder, the referee, waiting for advantage. Beitel, not a bad little dab for the right winger there for Mouton.
No advantage. I spoke to your tight head, your loose head. He's already in an angle, hitting the scrum. Yeah, number one.
So highly likely that the Bulls will have Beitel, or will they? Now they're showing confidence in their ability to maul. Yeah, it's Jaku Labuskachny, the skipper, who says, nah, kick for goal.
I spoke to him to say
Well, you always need one of the forwards to make an informed decision, knowing how hard they've been working up front there, and seeing that as an opportunity for the backs to add on to the pressure. Scoreboard pressure, it is important. And at the end, you want to reward those players who've been defending inside their half for so long. And now a chance for them to catch a breath and to be ahead in the scoreboard. Very squatty built Beitel.
We didn't catch that one. No good run forward there by Wagner. The replacement, his first touch of the ball, Rose. Province opening this up beautifully. Lovely little step in there as they run it out of their 22. Keeping it at close quarters, comes for Rose again. Now a chance for Mostert, where he's worked onto the left boot and was reasonably efficient. This is Mouton. Oh, the dart through that pick up and go from the ruck was outstanding. And Mulder under a little pressure there. So Province have been pretty useful in scrambling. Now the ball here, and it's all on the bounce of the ball, and it's gone Province's way on the inside. Good little run through now by the number 6 flanker by Marais. Rose, now they really need to move this ball wide. Taken forward by Mostert. Rose goes on the short side. They had space on the outside initially. It's been closed down now by reorganized Bulls defense. Taken forward by Bleerla.
Good counter ruck.
Good counter ruck, and that's gone forward. Now the ball with Labuschagne. And this is where the Bulls have been very efficient as Mulder is dragged into the ruck. The referee saying no advantage to the Bulls, so they will scrum down with their advantage with the put in.
Well, big missed opportunity from Western Province over here. Marais does well to carry over the gain line. He really does this. And this is when now decision makers have to really get excited about the opportunity on the outside as all the players they migrate into that ruck, and that means that opportunity to be on the outside. And Mostert taking it up flat, really giving the Bulls a chance to realign and get themselves adjusted into the defensive line. And then it didn't help them going back to the blind side again. And the pressure, great counter-rucking, great competition in that ruck play from the Bulls. The forward pack really switched on and where they can add the pressure.
Coach! Die! Sit! Use it!
Against the wheel.
Beitel.
White, blue, white. Yes, yep.
Kamlashi. Nice little step and go. And then Mostert did well to get back. Shane, he can kick the ball with either foot. Nice play there by Richard Creel. A long way to go for Mostert. Chase coming from Beitel. Mostert's done okay. And then you don't often see a torpedo kick these days, but look at this. This is going to be tough to stop in Jacobs. The left winger is very strongly built. Nice little continuity here for the Bulls by their tight forwards. Mulder gets again. Beitel with a little kick now. Wow. For a moment, it looked like it was Dan Aspeling who was coming away with the ball. But one would think that the Bulls will kick for goal here. No. The moment they have a sitter, they go for touch.
This is a young man trying to learn the game, trying to get into the leadership. A few things that they have to really think about. We've seen them. It's been quite interesting to see how Beitel has really managed this game, the way that he's assessed and seen space behind the Western Province side, really kicked the ball to hit the ground, and that way putting the pressure back onto the Western Province. Now they can't clear out off their half and under pressure now in the 22.
Well, you can expect them all here if they gather themselves well coordinated. It could be very. No, it comes from Mulder. Beitel, and he's hooked that a little bit. The end result. No, they'll go back for the penalty.
Western Province was slow on sacking that ruck. Or the more, beg your pardon. Took a few seconds to sack it. It has to be immediate sack. And they firstly didn't compete in that lineup, which was for them, meaning that they were ready to go for the sack, but they were late for it. Back of the lineup ball, very dangerous. So you've got your loose forwards in the back there. They don't have much of bulk as you have your big boys from the Blues at the back.
Van Dijk at 4 gets. Oh, well, this is unstoppable. They're over the line. Try is given. It's just a matter of seeing who it is who comes up with the ball.
No, just always the hooker nowadays.
Yeah, Joe van Zyl. Joe van Zyl, who's schooled just down the road from Loftus Versfeld at Uffies.
The Bulls do well here to get a middle of the line-out ball. This is good fight here from the strong pack up front. Boys, they really survived the sack, and after that it was just hard work and connection from them, and they get to score the try with Joe van Zyl. Another field position being rewarded and really profiting from the strong dominance up front.
And that's also wide by Ruben Beitel. Hear the siren for half time, and so the Bulls go into the second half with a 6-point lead. Western Province have hung in there. They've been outgunned forward. Well organized Blue Bulls pack of forwards have dominated in that area, but Western Province have competed well at the ruck time and also in the defensive situations around the scrums, but it's those two power movements by the Blue Bulls forwards that have created the 2 tries, which puts them into the lead by 12 points to 6. How's it, guys? How's it? How's it?
Well, the thing is, you guys haven't converted your pressure.
How's it? Are you all right?
Yeah, thank you.
That's gonna be lovely.
Yeah, just go forward and hold back, and then you can send this one. Only clear. Just talk to Jan as well. If you want to go forward as a pack, and then you can send it.
No, you
You don't eat the whole day.
Happy number one.
back with the second half as the Blue Bulls are about to kick off, leading by 12 points to 6. Beitel. We have established, thanks to Gareth Wright down in Cape Town, that it is Vacha Sulan who is on in the number 25 jersey. Rose. We have a replacement on in the Western Province side, Mostert.
White here, white.
Not quite going in the intended direction. Beitel. Creel giving chase. Mostert again. Good take by the fly half. Needs to consolidate. Oh, great defence by the Bulls, and as Vessels comes away with the ball immediately, it's the Bulls on the charge. And look at this! And Super Ball on the left-hand side there. But what a run by Vessels.
Well, the Bulls really get onto that corner and they score, they try. And stay. Apollos, Diego, but what a tackle to turn over the ball. Look at Jan Hendrik Vessels backing up his play, using the right hand to hand off, and then look at that offload. Skills galore.
Now, full
Great
marks
appreciation.
to Diego Apollos, because he saw Vessels get the ball, and as Vessels got the ball, he ran himself into position beautifully on the outside.
Just understanding of the player he was supporting, knowing that he has the skill set to release the ball in contact, and the only thing he had to do was to give him a complimentary line. Well, it's a miss off the conversion from Beitel, but the Bulls starting very well, 2 minutes into the second half, and they already put the name on the scoreboard from a turnover tackle. The strong tackle from William Stenkamp, who put on a massive tackle on Jason Alexander to turn over the ball. Bulls profiting from it. And Mostert, unfortunate kickoff from him.
42.
His last 2 minutes not really showing any light on his side. Feeling the pressure.
See the taste. Kutzhoff is on the field for Western Province. Will be playing. He will be, in fact, in the red scrum cap there, packing down the left-hand side of the Province scrum.
He seems to have replaced David Murray, the number 6 flanker. from Western Province.
Bye.
Actually, that's Venus, the captain, who's not sitting on the bench now with the number 7.
Let's use it.
Mulder. Creel. Good tackle there. Very good tackle by
Got on the ball.
Sulan. Nice distribution there from the Bulls flank forward Opperman.
Backwards.
They've lost
have
some
it.
ground
Stole
here,
it.
have the Bulls.
Turnover ball on the breakdown.
Come in for Rose slowly. Ooh,
First one was
just
backwards, second
wasn't
was
able
not.
to hold on to that ball. I think a foot might have got in his way there as he was
The
about
first one
to
was
gather
backwards,
the
second one was
ball.
not. Good work. Good work. Okay.
Single. Drops. Single. Hips. Locks in.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Oh, nicely taken there at close quarters as the Bulls continue with the pressure, and now they need a support player, but the continuity is good by the Bulls. Mulder gets a good clean ball. Baitel was looking wide on the outside. Mulder again, taken by Van Zyl. Continuity is good again. Then the ball out by Creel and Mouton. No, the referee's assistant, as you can see, has the flag up, and one of the Western Province players has stayed down.
The Blue Bulls really starting to show ingenuity in the play. Good line of running there for Van Zyl, and then an offload. They're keeping that ball alive. Again, they're trying to stretch the defensive side of Western Province. Great tackle from Mostert, getting a man to the touchline. But you can see the pressure now starting to build against the Western Province team. Really on the back foot. Confidence from the Bulls team. Seemingly when the Bulls coaching staff walked past this, they were not too happy about that first half. Thought they've left a few points on the board. And they really want to take advantage of their dominance in the lineup.
So an important throw here for Jason Alexander. Good control. Ooh, well, it was for a moment, and then the pressure again coming as the Bulls, those big front rankers, piling in there.
There's 2 knocks. First knock.
First knock on by Western Province at the line out.
Very scrappy from Western Province after securing the ball off that line out. Just no one there to clear the ball away from the catcher. And the Bulls force a knock on. It's a great take. And this is where now they needed someone to rip that ball away from him. Heads was down from Simon Miller, who could have supported him.
Well, Jordan van Dijk doing good work in keeping
Disrupting.
his eyes on the ball and making the disruption. Now, will the Bulls go for this
Outside.
power scrum? Certainly the front 5 will be looking to do that.
It'll be interesting to see how Western Province have tried to assess that first half performance in the scrum and see how they can negate this one in the second half. But they're under pressure, seemingly everything sort of piling up against them inside the 22. Bulls looking strong.
And there could be a tactical decision to be made by that guy at the back of the scrum, Steenkamp, as it comes on the Bull side. Will he control? Will he let Mulder have the ball? They're on the move, and he just lost control at the foot there. Mulder!
Well, Blue Bulls pack again, showing their strength. Wanted to go for a pushover try there, but good anticipation for Mulder. Sport that they had the dominance, he had the free reign at the back. Steenkamp living that ball, and then after that it was just a matter of going around the loose forwards and finding the space. And great set piece and platform for him to launch that attack. And the Bulls 2 tries in the second half within the first 10 minutes.
Just 1 success from 5 for this man. And, oh, that was bad luck, striking the upright.
Western Province now, we've got a mountain to climb. We have to really get the mental psyche up, find a way to fight through this.
Province have brought on Luciano Elias. Good take by Mouton again. I mean, impressed by the way he handles the kickoffs.
Western Province competing well in that breakdown, finally positivity coming to their side, and it's again Solan who affected that counter-rucking, and the Bulls not being accurate in their clean. Find themselves under pressure now inside the 22 if they find touch now for Mostert.
Take the drive. Set up.
Overthrown for Kutsov.
Advantage knock on by White.
Beitel.
Advantage over for the knock.
Davids, and then Elias. Nice little step by the replacement scrum half, but then straight
that's a kicker.
into the hands there of Van Dijk, and Rabeskakli up in as well, and now away they bound, and it's another tight forward, Edouard Swart, who gets the try.
Western Province really being their own Achilles heels here. This is great awareness, but the execution of the kick straight into the breadbasket. And it was just the Bulls again, relentless. Look at the pressure, look at the run and the power through. Angela Davids, a Blitzbocker, could not handle the power of Edwin Swart, who just powers his way for a 3rd try in his second half, making it 5 tries, and it's been the forwards' dominance from the Bulls. It's really starting to show.
Probably. And the conversion is good by Beitel.
Beitel gets replaced.
So a number of replacements coming onto the field now. Good commitment there by Van Dijk.
It's used now.
Fenter. Tom with the chase. Taken by Morstead. Province just battling to get any momentum going here with the power of this Blue Bulls defence.
Well, it's the pressure that the Bulls have been putting on, making compromised decisions now. Western Province chasing the game as they trail by 26 or points. Carry on to the tackle. Maybe not rolling away from the Bulls, making it difficult for Western Province to clear that ruck. The momentum is swung. Bulls getting the preferred decision from that ruck. Pressure on that ruck.
Wait, we got a sub one.
It seems Kate Voluta is actually with us today. He's come on at number 10.
Wait, sub.
Man who played yesterday in that showdown.
Okay.
Green and gold down in Newlands. Morstead has moved on to fullback for Western Province.
Guys, get right, please.
And
What's going on here?
the Bulls with the replacement at fly half as well.
Alexander Duplessis.
More.
Again, that power coming from the Bulls attack as they swarm around, then taken again by one of the tight forwards. Nice play there by the replacement scrum half.
Back on.
Another force pass and contact by the Bulls, but you love the ambition, but you still need the accuracy to pile on the pressure by recycling that ball. They had an opportunity. Their power game really has
Alright, new
Western
front
Province
rows.
with their
Stability,
hands
same
on their
height.
knees.
Okay, and push straight forward.
Really taking the strain here.
Damien Swartz also in the middle row there for Western Province.
Boy!
Ross Brody, a scrum half for the Bulls. Elias. Those quarters there, they haven't had too much of the ball. The neither set of pair of centres have had a great deal of the ball.
Not getting the distance that he wanted. The purchase of that kick from Kate Voluta just onto his 22. Bulls again on the attack. Pressure really amounted against the Western Province side.
Yanku Ace with the throw. They've been really efficient at line out time. Have the Bulls. Oh, that's good play by fullback.
Tackle man on the ground, penalty. It's desperate there. Wallace. Get a clearance from Western Province.
Blue line is yours.
Get the line out as the penalty was for them. They retain possession.
You're on the line. You guys are on the line.
But we're really behind the 8 ball here. 29 points to 6. Almost an hour gone in this game.
Yeah, a lot of replacements on the field as well. Ace, Donald, Fenter, Brody, Duplessis for the Bulls. Brody at scrum half. Now better ball for Elias. There's no speed in terms of the continuity as Kutsov
Counteract
sort of
fine,
got a
counteract is fine.
standstill ball there.
Gives opportunity for the Bulls to counteract. No dominance in the carry.
Well, they've got the ball back again, so Brody is able to launch yet another attack. Good defence on that midfield there. Mostert it was who made a good tackle. Brody. Chase will come from Mouton. And a good mark there made by Sulan.
Did well. Get himself into the right position. Covering for his outside backs. He's moved on to the centre. Takes it upon himself to clear. He needs to find touch.
Easy take and give there by Alexander Duplessis. And then the ball on the wall just eluding Jacobs on that far side.
You think, was there a need for a miss pass there? Using their hands would be a better call. Don't have to really put the pressure on his skill set.
Vion Otto also on the field for the Bulls. You see Deval Donald just giving instructions there to Yanku Ace.
Advantage
stolen by the Bulls. Again, as Labuskachny moves it wide nicely. Now there's nobody at out on the full. Mouton was in the open there. There was nobody in cross cover by Western Province.
Another water break and another strategy time for both sides, and first share of the coach is done by the sideline to pass on the messages as being leading into the summer here in South Africa. You really need to make sure that these players are well hydrated. The Bulls really turned it on to the second half, not giving any field advantage to Western Province, and they've just been piling on the pressure by scoring tries. This is Wessels. Look at the work again for the young man. You mentioned the polish. Look how he works himself into that position, understanding the skill set of the young man, that he can get the ball out in contact. And this is good understanding. We talked about cohesion, but the Bulls team seems to have really worked hard into the basic principles of how they want to play, and there's seemingly to be understanding with the both sides. It's good work again, understanding. Look at that, drifting to the sideline, being in a position where he could be of help, and great try from Apollos.
Well, it's been, I think, the power basically of the tight five of the Blue Bulls that have set the platform for their 23-point lead. The last time Western Province scored was via a penalty in the 23rd minute of the first half. But you can see at the moment, I'm afraid, it's just Western Province tackle, tackle and tackle again.
Recycling the ball and really living off the strong dominance in their forward pack, and Mulder here seeing the space and taking the opportunity, running into the gap, which was most important on that arc, beating the loose forwards from Western Province. Another try was scored.
Well, also the Western Province loose forwards committed to the scrum because they were under pressure. They can't break up before the ball is out, and then an easy run in for Mulder.
Back foot.
Back live with a good ball by Kitsov from the line out for Western Province. Elias Kitsov again. That's the area that Province are battling a little bit with the continuity of pass as they go to ground.
Well, that's a pressure off that scoreboard. We mentioned that maybe a few times they could have settled it down and build more phases. Instead, everyone is looking for that miracle pass and a miracle ball.
Well, a chance now for Western Province. to set up an attack.
It's positive for them. Their runners got over the gain line in that play, and they showed a lot of intensity, though the passes were not as accurate.
Joshua Muller now to feed the scrum. Instruction there from Reinhard Reinsberger. Well, first part it's done well, and then the handling was good. Elias again. Strong run by Sulan.
Roll tackler!
A little bit of room on the outside. You can see them all just trying. Well, good play again. Kutzhoff done some very nice work in the last movement up and down the province's attack. Taken forward there by Reinsberger. Now there's a replacement forwards. Hang off.
22 blue offside.
And another penalty for Province. A better little period of play for the Province side. Remember, they were runners up to the Blue Bulls in last year's under-21 competition. Kutzhoff again.
No!
Elias Aspelins had precious little of the ball.
Tackle! No more!
Now moving it wide on the outside. It should be a try here. Nice step. And Angelo Davids getting in for Western Province's try. Well, full marks to Western Province. They set up attack after attack. The continuity was good. Their handling was better. Found the space for Davids.
And there's a bit of change of tactic there. Avoided the set piece and made sure that they could get the ball out and wide, and then make that they can recycle that ball. Angela Davids, blitzbox player, man who knows how to step, over tracking, coming onto the inside shoulder of the defender, and he gets the try for Province. The first one for the afternoon, but a very positive play. Recycling of ball position was good for them. Intensity in that ruck play.
Well, those of you who were watching yesterday, kicked a beautiful conversion for the green side. This is a good strike. That's another beautiful kick by Wallater.
A man who's been earmarked in that elite development program of Saru. Taunted for bigger stakes in the future.
Good to go.
Last year when the World Cup was won by the Springboks, he was writing his exams in matric. Grade 12 nowadays.
Open up, White. I'm on the mark. Open up. More.
Janku Ace. Again, you see that power, drive and coordination by the Bulls.
What is that?
Brody under pressure.
No hands now, no hands.
Labuskachny, good pass from the flank forward.
Well, Blue Bulls just trying to play on the right side of the field. Felt that there was nothing on. Just
White
put
line
them
is
back
yours.
inside the 22. But the ball carrying display here from the Bulls has been phenomenal for them, because they get over the gain line with ease, and that puts Western Province on the back foot with a defensive line. Hard to get yourself in alignment where you can put pressure with the defense after that.
Gets off. Elias.
It's fine.
Turnover.
Stolen by the Bulls. Turnover. Brody with the ace. No, a little knock on there.
Big miscommunication there on that play.
Well, there are now a lot of replacements on, so that one expects the continuity to break up a little bit as the players find their rhythm.
I think the coaching staff will be happy with the fact that they got into their default play quite quickly from a turnover ball, the Bulls. Just now not everyone relaying that message and understanding how the alignment was. Ball goes onto the ground and it's a forced error. Unforced error, you could say. Western Province, what will be their tune here? Will they want to get out of their own 22 or will they try to have a crack?
Sit!
Second shot from the Bulls.
Yeah, that's a difficult one. Now the penalty is one, and a lot of cheering from the Bulls bench and from their coaching staff.
They didn't listen to your pearls of wisdom of quick heel, picking the ball to the 8th man and get it out of there. It was a steady scrum. This has to go the ball now. And then they waited for the second shot from the Bulls, which just literally decimates the whole front forward pack of Western Province. They thought they fronted up to get that ball out. Going to be a misjudgment at the back, a decision making, letting them down.
Efficient line-out work again by the Bulls as Labuskakny was at scrum half now. He was the man in possession. The pass is a little bit wild, but nicely taken on and through there by Apollos. Brody. Good step in. And still the Bulls via Mouton. A little bit of a gap for him. Brody again, taken forward there by Jordan van Dijk. Brody once again, it's in that area. Apollos under pressure.
Gets away.
Has recovered well though. Well, Jacobs on the outside. Very difficult man to bring down, I think. Apollos, well, look at that. He's muscled his way right through the Province defence. And the big left winger gets his second try.
Blue Bulls really surviving the onslaught of pressure from Western Province by sheer determination and hard work off the ball. They kept the ball alive. The double play here from Creel and Jacobs does well to get himself back into position to support his fullback to get his brace. Bull side showing great appreciation for their skill set and how their understanding of the position, break down pressure, getting turnover ball and using it.
Conversion is good.
En dan kan je terugslide hier, die bal terugspeel. Very mooi, ja.
Alexander Duplessis, the kicker that time.
Connectie maak met die receiver. Bal terugspeel, nie terugslide nie.
It's been quality for the Bulls team. Started off with that forward dominance and the players have come on, haven't let the outside down. They've carried on the same standards.
Well, they're reveling in the ability now to move the ball around and open it up a little bit. The kick away. Moved wide by Wallater for Mostert. Good follow-up play there, but he's had a workmanlike game as Jordan van Dijk, the number 4 lock as has Kitsoff since he's been on the field for Western
Fine, you have it.
Province.
Turnover ball again.
Brody worked out. Labuskachny's distribution has been pretty useful as well. Link between forwards and backs.
Backwards! Knock on there in the ground.
And a knock on
Knock on there.
from Stravino Jacobs, who seems to be cramping up at the moment. Bit of load in those legs, hasn't played rugby in a few months.
Now having to contend with altitude as well.
I'm going to go slidey.
The province players in particular.
Yeah, go and slide back.
Some
pass the ball
impressive performances from the Bulls forward pack. And one of the players who really had a stand-up game here is Jordan van Dijk. They lock forward, controlling
Let's go set up.
piece.
I think the other thing, Bobs, is that apart from their scrummaging power, their continuity and support play has been really good amongst the tight five.
And Hayden Krupies was one of the skills coaches in the Bulls setup in the juniors, and now he's being the head coach. I think that's something that he will really try to drive in and instill in his players, and they're really appreciating his influence.
Elias Wallater. Salon, good running off the ball by Mostert, good double around. Ooh, and he looks like he's hurt himself. Has I think it might be Gabriel who went down there.
Yeah, it is.
Wallater again. Hold up there for Muller as he went to ground. Now Elias cuts off.
Number?
Good running off the ball from
That's David.
Blue offside.
the province players. Quickly taken
That's
by
ten.
Elias, but now he needs the support in there as well. Well done by Joshua Muller. Coming hard there was Gous. Chance here for province. And good chance here. Oh, has he got it down? The referee's assistant hasn't raised his flag. It looks like it's David's in for his second try. Yeah, the try is given.
Yeah, try is given. The finisher from the Blitz box. Angela Davids, who had a chance to play for the Stormers last week. And that Super Saturday fan, Super Saturday. Espelling does well to draw in 3 players, and now it's just a matter of finishing with all the attention from. Ooh. Like he's going to have a TMO. Yeah.
There's the right foot on the touchline
Yeah,
there.
definitely was the right foot. You'd have wanted the winger to dot the ball down and dive into that corner instead of trying to run it around.
Well, Wallet has had one kick at goal, successful. The other one from exactly the same spot. And that just wide.
Good response from Western Province, really not letting themselves down here. Trying to really get some positivity out of this game. It's going to be a long haul for them. Getting only 4 days for recovery to play again. That's next Thursday.
Elias just there, trying to get it wide. Chance here on that outside for the Western Province backs to just to get it going. But you see the cover defence, and the line of defence by the Bulls has been outstanding as Wallater gets it wide into the tight forwards in midfield. Again, they hold up the ball carrier. It was good work there at defence time. Now the line of defence is there again, but Western Province have broken it out. Good run here from Murray Davids will run in a hat-trick. Well, it will be all a little too late, but it certainly makes the scoreboard look a lot more respectable.
It's good work from Kate Volata, spotting the space outside. I love and enjoy how David Murray creates opportunity for his winger, steps on the inside, one-on-one. One winner, Angela Davids. Bit of a fight back here for Western Province, showing a bit of pride.
Absolutely, and I think it's outstanding. Wallace are doing well there.
Scrum.
Just 11 points in it. You saw the score. Western Province straight by 26 points. They really fought hard in the second half to give themselves a bit of a shot. And now they've got another favourable position, midfield scrum. Momentum onto their side with the hat-trick from Angela Davids, the left winger.
Boy! Sit!
Better clearance by the Province pack. Wallet and Salon very nearly through, but the tackling has been good by the Bulls, and JC Nell made a good stop there. Province ball, but sands of time running out for Province here. As Bob said, they've made a good comeback.
Again on that breakdown from the Bulls pack, just not giving them anything to play with. I guess all the other sides who are watching this, especially the Sharks who are on the bye, they'll know exactly what is a threat that when he comes up against the Bulls. Maybe there's another game after this one. The Free State Cheetahs up against the Golden Lions, which should be exciting too.
Elias Wallater, Davids. Again, it's good defence in midfield.
Side.
Penalty coming. Province just far more into this game since all the Bulls replacements came on, and they brought a few of their own. Non-Kitsov has shown up extremely well.
Tackle! Tackle!
Continuity by Province. Now they need to, well, they're moving into additional time now, and the referee is going to allow the penalty to be taken.
It's good work on that breakdown by the replacement. Locked flank out of Scott Fisser for the Blue Bulls. Got himself in a good position, strong base.
Let's go.
And the pull for the ball.
Yeah, JC Nell can just do that, and the Bulls and Province will end the game. Well, a scoreline that is rather a little bit flattering for the Province. They've run in those 3 tries by Davids, but one thing is they never gave up. Jordan van Dijk is going to be our man of the match, primarily because he did very well in the lineouts. His continuity work was good, his support work was good. But on the whole, tremendous performance by the Bulls pack of forwards, backed by efficient backs.
They did well to get their momentum, get everything that they wanted to work, and it was all from that forward dominance. They could gain the confidence. Players could they've really worked hard to get themselves in the right positions to attack. And it's a very efficient play, scoring two driving more tries in that first half, and in the second half they're really loosening up the game and getting it into their hands, and Jordan van Dijk showing his prowess in the line out and in the loose, clearing the rucks and putting his body on the up and about.
So last year's champions, the Blue Bulls, victorious over the runners-up, Western Province.